Okay, so the next section is pretty much nothing but folk metal and like Viking black metal. The first section is Enslaved. I have all of Enslaved up to Bloodhymn, and sadly I only have it as a download. This is actually how I first found out about the band. And then my mind was blown, so I went on a CD buying spree. So I have their re-release of Vikingler Veldy and Hordane's Land. And then I have Frost, and then I have Eld, and I don't have the really full-colored Eld, but I love the cover art for Eld. And Eld is one of my favorite cover arts. Both this and Frost have some of my favorite cover arts. And there they are in all their glory. Go Enslaved. Great CD. Slaga Lindisfarne is one of my favorite songs. I could listen to that song forever. Even though, yes, it is about burning the sacking of a monastery. It was actually one of the very first large Viking raids. And because it was on a Christian property, it kind of made the West mad. But, you know, whatever. History. And also, can't forget Frost's cover. I love this cover. It's just so simple. It's so pretty. And then the drawings on the inside. I like this. Very pretty. So yeah. And see, look. Viking metal. Love Viking metal. Well, I love Enslaved. I'm a big fan girl. Okay. So there they go. And then this is Borknagar's very first release. I got this in the summer of 2009. This is actually the only Borknagar CD I have, is their self-titled, and I love this album. It's a great CD. And then, of course, more beautiful artwork. So, love that one. And then I also have, in this same collection, is Christian Act, I do believe. They are still considered Christian Act, is A Hill to Die Upon, Infinite Titanic Immortal, which I have downloaded, and then I also have Omens, which just came out this past summer, and this is also an incredible CD. Love them both. They are from Illinois, I do believe, south of Chicago. Then next, Illuvitae. I only have 2 Illuvitaes. I don't have Vin. I don't have Evocation, and I don't have Everything Remains as It Never Was, which is sad. I need to get back on a Illuvitae spree. Enslaved distracted me for 6 months plus, so I never really bought much Illuvitae after that. So, but I got this my senior year in high school. Managed to get my boyfriend, who hated metal, really obsessed with Illuvitae's Spirit and Slania. He got really obsessed, and he really loves Spirit, and I understand. Spirit, between the two, is my favorite, is Spirit, but they're both really good. And I'm seeing Illuvitae live in Charlotte on the 28th of January, which is only a week away, with 2 of my friends, Jill and Patrick, who are huge Illuvitae fanatics. So, I'm really excited. Although, Children of Bodom, and I don't listen to Children of Bodom anymore. Children of Bodom is next after them. So we might stay for a song or two. We probably won't really stay that long, so we'll see. So yeah, there goes there. Then it's Ensiferum. I only have 2 Ensiferum CDs. I have Dragon Heads, which my boyfriend got me when we were dating when I was in high school. So it's actually a Valentine's Day present. I mean, even though he didn't really listen to much good metal, he figured out what I liked and was kind enough to buy it for me, which was nice. So I have Dragon Heads, which is an EP, and then I also have Victory Songs. And then I also have 1 Camphor CD, which I love. It's Fra Under Verdenen. Here's Dulk in all of his blonde glory. And I love the cover art. Sometimes my backyard kind of reminds me of this, so it makes me really happy, and the songs get stuck in my head when I look out in my morning. With my morning coffee into my backyard, and there's a little bit of kudzu around, and the fog is rolling in, and it's really pretty. And then I also have a compilation CD called Pagan Fire, and this is a bunch of good bands on it. It has Bathory on here, it has Enslaved, it has Ensiferum, Winter Sun, Equilibrium, Fintroll, Korpiklani, Primordial, a lot of bands. There's about 18 songs on the CD, and I loved every single one of them. And even has a Boss of God song on there, Shackled to the Triathlon of Cthulhu. Has a great song. Now it's like, especially when I was reading The Call of Cthulhu a few days ago, I couldn't help but listen to that song a little bit. It was a little bit too aggressive to really be able to read to. It was a little distracting, but whatever. Still good. So really appreciated that CD. It really introduced me to a lot of good bands. Really got me into also Moonsorrow especially. Druidka, I have a bunch of re-releases by Druidka. I have Autumn Aurora re-release, and I also have this is Forgotten Legends re-release. This is Autumn Aurora re-release. I have the Swan Road bootlegged, and I also have Blood in Their Wells bootlegged, and actually their entire discography bootlegged. Thanks, Lee. And Stealing Your Music. Then Microcosmos. And then the only Fintroll CD I have is or Jordan's Jupe. Once again, probably can't pronounce that right, but anyways, take a peek at the album art. Ooh, it's so pretty. And then there's trolls all over there, and that makes me happy. I like my trolls. Don't listen to much Fintroll anymore. There's a few songs. I like some of their earlier stuff. I mean, I've listened to some of their, like, original one from Midnottin's Wood Under and a few of their other stuff, but Fintroll's not my top favorite band, so I never listened to much. And then I do have 2 Moonsorrow CDs. I actually have the full discography in my collection, but Voimasta Ya Kunyasta, great CD. And then I actually do have the physical release for Kevin Kantaya, which I believe is pronouncing it right. Oh my gosh, such a good CD. And I love the band picture they have on the back. Great band picture. Mitya Harvey Lati is only looking like a giant compared to the rest of them. But, you know, you gotta have one excessively tall member of the band. So, and then, let's see if I can round this up in 3 minutes. Knowing my talkative self. Let's see. All I have left now is Windir. Ha! I have Arntor, Lickford, and Valthar in Windir. I don't have 1184 or his CD before Arntor called Socondalar, I do believe was the name of it. Don't have those yet, but I will be getting them soon. I can't wait to get them either. All these are fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And then here is my most recent purchases, which are Typo Negatives, October Rust, and Bloody Kisses. Great albums. Turning into a huge Typo Negative fangirl, so this makes me happy. My collection is going to be expanded more over the next few years. I have downloaded a bunch of bands. I want to get pretty much all the physical releases for Emperor, Electric Wizard, and Bathory. I want to get a fair amount of physical releases of Bathory, and there's a lot of CDs. I want to get them all eventually. And there's a ton of others, but we'll see as time goes on. And that was my collection so far. That only took like 6 videos. This is the 6th and final one, so hope none of y'all got too bored with me just blabbing at the mouth about my music collection. But anyway, Will, I hope you actually survived through all of these, and I hope you enjoyed my music collection, because you were the one who got me kind of started on this idea. So that is that for now, and hopefully you guys will see me again. Goodbye.